now it's, of course, you can say incredibly weird, because now I'm actually seeing my brother standing in front of my window and working on the facade. Well, I'm kind of recording videos, but that's of course my work that I'm doing. And so previously I would have been unable to do this. Previously I'm sure I would have closed the shutters and I probably would have cleaned my room and I would have said, I would have fled the house because I would have felt ashamed, because I wasn't able to acknowledge that this is actually what I want to do right now. And this is the most honest thing I can do, is just to sit here. And actually right now it's not as hard to deal with it as I would have previously felt like. But I need something, I don't need it. Maybe I need it. So yeah, that's just the song I developed, and it's saying, he doesn't know what he's doing, he doesn't know it at all. And I say, well, I think I know what I'm doing, and that's the reason why I'm doing it. And see, if you see it then from that perspective, right, you could say, somebody's now standing outside and working, and I'm in here doing nothing. So from a certain perspective that makes me look somewhat lazy. But in reality, well, I don't find a pen right now. Or maybe I'm supposed to paint. Why do I feel like painting then? So in reality, I'm working too. And that's always the point that I get back to, where I say, where I say, well, what do I say? I say, this is my job to do these things because I choose to do them. But then, of course, I have to do them. And the worst thing would be to say, I choose this job and I will prove to myself that I can do this. And then I don't do it because, other people think it's not a proper job. But that means then I will do what they consider a proper job instead of doing what I really want. And that's kind of ridiculous, isn't it? I mean, you should always do what you want. As long as it's not like really harming others. Because, of course, you have a right to be free, but I think you don't have the right to impose your freedom on other people. And now something curious happened. First of all, I'm doing something which I'm usually not doing. Actually, I'm doing it. Because usually what I'm doing is I'm taking a picture of this look at that. And now I just have to trust it that this is actually that it actually recorded it. And yeah, I know I have troubles with my stomach. But no wonder if you drink that much coffee. And I'm sure in a bit I will be running to the toilet thinking, why do you drink so much coffee again? But, it's like changing shoes maybe in the middle of a marathon or something. And anyway, if the picture didn't really work out, I can always do that again. And right now I'm in the middle of something, and that means I have to stick with it. Now, what is this supposed to be? Well, I can't tell you that. But sometimes you get into this habit of doing something, and then you're always creating the same kind of things. And so to change sometimes means really to force yourself. It really means you have to force yourself to change. Like, change isn't just like easy going. It's really like unplugging the leash, and it doesn't want to come off. It doesn't want to come off at all. And that's why it's your job to force it to come off. And that's where the point of choice comes in. You choose who you are, right? So if you're obese and unhappy, that's your choice. You have to always realize that. It's my choice to drink this amount of coffee. Absolutely true. It's my choice. It's my choice to add these lines now. It's my choice. Nobody's making me do it. I'm doing it. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Can't tell you that. Right, so if this is your life, then what is it supposed to be? Right, you look at it, is this what I wanted to have? Or is this what I told myself that I have it? And if it's not, well, then you have to change. And then you just figure something out. And then you just go along with change. And then you see where that change gets you. No, of course I didn't plan this to be something like eyes in the end, and I don't really know if I like it. But right now my job is more to just go through with it. And maybe it's not eyes. Right, maybe it's something else. maybe it's something else. But what could it be then? Like, because I'm drawing this, I already have a faint idea what it could be. And maybe you do too. But so of course that's also something, you know, I draw quite disturbing images sometimes. So maybe sometimes it's good to paint something which is somewhat more lovable. But then you have to be aware, of course, that there's going to be some form of resistance at first. And then you start adding new lines and you start chipping away stuff. And suddenly, you know, you're painting a bunch of flowers. You didn't plan that, you didn't know that's what you were doing. Because in a way you have to deceive yourself. Because now you've been deceived. And well, at first I thought this was something completely different. It turned out to be quite beautiful. And I mean, that's all there is to it. I don't know why I do this. It's like is this like a flower or something? Maybe the others I just leave like that. Anyway, just remember it's your choice.